So for today's moneymaker, as you can probably guess by looking at my gear and probably by reading the title of the video, yes, we are smithing rune items. Now, I believe the most profitable item right now to smith is the rune plate skirt. You have, of course, the rune plate legs and the rune two-hand sword as well. I don't really think it matters because that's just going off of like the GE sell price, and if you're looking to make money here, you really don't want to sell them to the GE because of the GE tax. So it really doesn't matter which one you make since you get the same amount of XP for each one, and the high alch values are the same for all three. So all you'll need for this moneymaker is of course a hammer to smith with. We're using the Imkando hammer that we can wield, and of course the runite bars. They're pretty pricey, so I guess you'll need a pretty big cash stack if you want to do this for a good bit. You don't really need a lot of money, but it helps because it'll save you having to run to and from the GE to sell your stuff and to buy more runite bars. So yeah, that's pretty much it. As for the method, just hit all, withdraw, and then come over here and smith. And then right there, as you can see, it still has the last thing that we smith highlighted, which was a very long time ago. I can't remember whenever I smith the rune two-hand, but there it is. We'll probably just be doing the plate skirts just to mix it up. But yeah, you can do either the plate legs, plate skirt, or the two-hand sword. They all have the same high alch value. And as for the location, I picked a very iconic spot. We're here in Varrock. There's a anvil right here next to a bank. And the cool thing about this place is that you have access to it from the very beginning. And it's also accessible and free to play. If you wanted to be a little more efficient, I believe one of the banks in Prifddinas has an anvil that's closer, like walk distance. So you can use that if you want to be, super efficient. But we'll just use the spot since everyone has access to it. So like I said earlier, the highest value or the highest profit right now is the rune plate skirt, but that's if you sell it to the GE. Don't really want to do that. You either want to high alch them yourself or sell them to people in this spot. There's a certain world, I'll have to look it up after I finish this 1 hour, but there's a world that you can hop to that has people alching here in this spot, and they'll just be constantly buying rune items from people smithing. So yeah, I recommend one of the two to maximize your profit. Either high alch them yourself or just sell them to the people that are high alching them right here. Of course, it might take a little bit to find a buyer, but most of the time it's not too long. Just make sure that you double check how much money they're actually giving you because you don't want to get scammed here. Overall, as a moneymaker, you're not going to be making crazy amounts of money, but as for a smithing training method, it's actually pretty good. I mean, you have to be 99 to do this, which kind of sucks because this nice XP that you're getting doesn't really matter unless you're going for like 200 mil XP, but it is a very chill training method and moneymaker, so I like it. And the best part about it is that even if you don't have membership, you can still make money with the account because this stuff is free to play, so that's always a good thing. I think it's actually what I did for a while, back whenever I was playing the game and I was probably playing another account. I felt like making a little bit of money on one of my accounts, but I didn't feel like putting membership on it, so I just had it smith rune items for a little bit. And like I said, the smithing XP is very nice. I think it's like 200k an hour, which is pretty decent. But like I said, you do need 99 mining to do this. Although I suppose you could boost if you wanted to, but I don't know if you want to be doing that the entire time, all the way to 99. I believe the last stretch of mining that I did was like from 88 to 99, and I think that was with like adamant plate bodies. So that wasn't too bad. And then before that, it was just like blast furnace with gold, I think. I'm pretty sure I've done this moneymaker in the past before. I think I did rune two-hand swords, and I think I actually used the spot in Prifddinas that I was telling you about. So if you want to go watch that, feel free. I'll probably put a link up in the top right somewhere. Something that's different though, I don't know if we had the Imkando hammer back then. I think that's new, but you don't really need it. It doesn't really help you out here. I mean, the purpose of it is to give you a free inventory slot, since instead of having the hammer here, you can just equip it and have an extra bar. But for these plate skirts, it doesn't really help us because we end up having an extra bar left over anyways. But for other items, it might actually help out. I remember back in the day also, I don't think that was coded into the game yet, where the last item that you crafted or smith was highlighted like that. So before that, we would just use rune light and we'd use the screen markers to draw a box over where the area was, which, is basically the same thing, but you could actually argue that it's a little more helpful than what the client itself has. Because before actually clicking on this, you already know like where to leave your mouse. Like right here, I have to wait for the bar to open and then I'll go there. It's not a huge deal, but I guess if you want it to be super efficient, it might make a difference. And also for the most part, anytime you choose to do this moneymaker, it should be profitable just because of high alch prices. I don't think the items ever go above high alch price. So like even if they're not going to be selling for a profit, you can always at least high alch it yourself and make some money back. But just a heads up, I think right now I bought these runite bars at 12,465 GP. So yeah, they usually stay around that price. Oh, and I just looked it up right now. The world is world 308. If you're looking to sell your runite items, 308 in this area, and you should be able to find some buyers. But we'll probably show it later on in the video whenever I'm done mining anyways, or smithing I mean. Oh, and something that I completely forgot to mention, I just looked it up right now. There's also a new outfit that can actually let you smith more items per hour. I currently don't have it, but it's an item that you get, or it's an outfit that you get from the Giant's Foundry place. And apparently that speeds up your smithing by quite a bit. So it says that each of the 4 pieces of the outfit gives a 20% chance to speed up smithing actions performed at an anvil by 1 tick, and up to a 100% chance with the full set. So if you do have the full set, make sure you bring that. Oh, and just a little tip, you actually don't need to click on the interface, even though it's highlighted. You can just hit spacebar and it'll make the last item that you made. Alrighty, so after 1 hour of making these rune plate squares, we managed to make 909, which is pretty close to what the wiki estimates. Wiki estimates you can make about 900. I believe in my other video that I did where I was in Prifddinas, which is, you know, the bank that's closer to the anvil, we got close to like 940, so a bit more over there. GE price shows 34.4 mil, but let's go ahead and hop over to world 308 and try to sell them off. Alright, so as you can see, we just sold them off for 38,000 each. So as you can see right here, somebody was selling Rune 2 hands for 38,050 GP. So I just said I'm selling my Rune skirts for 38k just instantly, and immediately had someone come up to me and buy all the skirts that I have. So you can obviously sell them for a bit more if you want to. You can get an extra 50 GP for each one at least, because some people were buying from this guy earlier. So if you are patient, you know, set the price at 38,050, but if you want to sell them a little bit quicker, then 38,000 is just fine. Now, this is a slight upgrade. I guess inflation has been doing its thing. A couple years ago, back when I was selling them here to these people, there was a CC that you could join. It was called World 308 Anvil, and the price that they had set there was 37,950. So it has gone up a little bit, which is nice. But yeah, not a bad moneymaker. So if we take into account the cost of supplies, which was just the runite bars, we spent 33,992,055 GP. Subtract that from the money made, which was 34,542,000 GP. That gives us a grand total profit of 549,945 GP per hour, as well as that nice smithing XP we got, which was 204,525. So yeah, not bad. And like I said before, if you are trying to make a little bit more money and you're willing to be a little bit more patient, you can list them for a little bit higher and wait till someone buys them off of you. What the heck is this? Count check? I've come to check on you? I've never seen that before. Also, don't random events like go away whenever you enter a bank? I just looked it up right now. It says he's a vampire in Lumbridge Graveyard, south of the church. He advises players to have unique passwords and to enable 2-step verification. Is he just popping up as a random event now? Normally I talk to him, but you know, kind of in the middle of something. So, oh, it says if players are using a Jagex account and have a bank pin set, he will give player a lamp, which grants 10 times experience. That's actually kind of funny. So they're trying their hardest to get people to use the Jagex account system. I think they were trying to bribe people with the fancier boots now, right? Or the fancy fighting boots. And now they're giving out XP. That's kind of funny. The player who's not using a Jagex account or bank pin, no items are rewarded. That's pretty funny. I wonder if he waits for you. Like, will he? Like, if you're talking to him, will he wait there until you actually set up the account, and then he'll give you the lamp, or will he just go away before you can actually set it up? And will he tell you about it as well? Will he tell you like, hey man, if you sign up for it, I'll give you a lamp? Maybe if they start offering GP, maybe, just maybe. I just want to say thanks for checking out the video, and thank you to all of my channel members. Once again, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and as always, I'll catch you guys in the next episode. later.